Yeah, good evening, children. Good evening. Good evening, online students.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Evening,
evening.
ma'am.
Good evening. Online children, I've shared my screen. Visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So today I'm taking rest. I'm not going to talk much in today's session because you're going to take up a test. So you can see the test questions. More details about this is just a practice test. More details about the test I'll be sharing on WhatsApp with you. So from next week onwards, we'll be starting off with that. The details I'll post on WhatsApp. This is just a practice test. Like you will work and we'll discuss the answers soon after the test. All right, yeah, start working. Sorry. Yeah, for the first one, what are the values of x and y? Has anyone online completed the answer? The first answer? All right. So please stop working. Listen to me. So we have, see, when we have A is equal to B is equal to C, this means A is equal to B is equal to C, and C is equal to A, right? So in the same way here we have 2 to the power x plus y is equal to root 8, right? Correct? Okay. And also 2 to the power x plus y is equal to 2 to the power x minus y, right? Correct? A, B, C. A is equal to B. A is equal to B. And A is equal to C. A is equal to C. Okay. So 2 to the power x plus y is equal to, how do you write 8? 2 to the power 3. 8 is 2 cubed. Now 2 to the power x plus y is equal to 2 to the power 3. And how do you write? This is the radical form. How do you put this in the exponential form? To the power 1 by 2. Okay. So square root converts to power 1 by 2 in the exponential form. So 2 to the power x plus y is equal to 2 to the power 3 by 2. And by the law of exponents, when bases are same, we equate the powers. When bases are same on either sides, you can see the left hand side and the right hand side, the bases are the same, 2, 2. So since bases are same, equate the powers. So the equation is x plus y is equal to 3 by 2. This is one equation. And here already, there's no the meaning this cannot be simplified any further. So you can directly use the law. Bases are same on both the sides. So equate the powers. So we have x plus y is equal to x minus y. X and x. Okay. So what do you get? X and x gets cancelled. So you have y plus y, 2y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0. So if you put y 0 here, x is equal to 3 by 2. The value of x is 3 by 2. Complete the answer. It's here. What I explained is here. All right. Any questions here? See, what I was telling you here, and here's the same. The presentation might be slightly different, but still, you will definitely be able to understand. Understood all this, right? So here I've removed the radical sign first. So root 8 is 8 to the power 1 by 2, and 8 is 2 cubed. What is 2 to the power 3 by 2? Yeah. Online children, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Have you solved equations of the type in question number 2 in school? And no. It's deleted, but again, some schools you haven't. When variables x and y are in the denominator, you haven't learned it in school, right? Okay. No, it was a part of the syllabus until last year, so now it's removed. Okay, then we can ignore that question and go to the third one. Ignore question number 2. Go to the third one. Okay. Constructed the equation for the third one. Pratish, constructed the equations for the third one. Okay, let me know. Once done, let me know. Once you construct the equations, let me know. Online children, constructed the equations for the third one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here, Keshav, Hari, girls behind, done, ready with the equations. Okay, and here, girls, ready with the equations. Working on it, okay. Okay. No, okay, I'll just wait for a minute. Construct the equation. You don't have to solve it now. You can solve once the equations are correct. You're like almost done with the answer. Okay. 2 years ago, Salim was thrice as old as his daughter. 6 years later, he will be 4 years older than twice her age. How old are they now? So percentages. Ages 2 years ago and ages 6 years later. Okay. This is the daughter and this is the father, Salim. Okay. Percentages, X, Y. All right. See, in the question we have percentages, then something is about their ages 2 years ago, and something is about their ages 6 years later. So present ages 2 years ago, ages 6 years later. And it's about the two characters, daughter, father, daughter and Salim. All right. Okay, so we'll always take the present ages. You can actually assume anything. You can even assume their ages 2 years ago to be X and Y. Okay, you can assume their ages 6 years later also to be X and Y. But what we normally do is what are we asked to find? How old are they now? That is, what is the percentage of the daughter? What is the percentage of the father is the question. What is the question? What's the percentage of the, how old are they now? So you have to find the percentage of the daughter and percentage of the father. So we normally take that as X and Y, but you can also take this as X and Y. You can take this as X and Y. You will still get the right answer if you construct the equations carefully. 6 years later. So it's very simple. So see percentages X, Y. So what would have been their ages 2 years ago? X minus 2, Y minus 2. Percentage minus 2 years. Would have been their ages 2 years ago. What will be their ages 6 years into the future? Percentage plus 6. Percentage plus 6. Okay, so now this is 50% work done. Now, 2 years ago. So you should use only these ages. 2 years ago. See, this information is about their ages 2 years ago. See here, 2 years ago. So don't see the other assumptions. See only this one, 2 years ago. What is it given? 2 years ago, Salim was. Everything that's in words, you're going to write an expression. 2 years ago. So here we are 2 years ago here. Salim, what was Salim's age? Y minus 2. Instead of Salim, you're going to write Y minus 2. Instead of Salim, you're going to write Y minus 2. And I've told you is, was, will be, all that converts to equal to in mathematics. So Salim, Y minus 2, was means equal to. Thrice meaning 3 into, 3 times. Thrice means 3 into. As old as his daughter, X minus 2. Now, there is no doubt if you should, take the daughter's present age or this age. It's about 2 years ago. We are not talking about the percentages. If it was the percentage, it will be given twice as old as his daughter's percentage. When the sentence starts with 2 years ago, you have to consider the ages of all the characters 2 years ago only. If it is about their percentages, that word present will be mentioned. Am I clear? So 2 years ago. So we have to look at only these ages. Only these ages. Okay, Salim was. Salim. This is Salim. Was means equal to. Thrice, 3 times, 3 into. Daughter's age. 3 times as old as his daughter, x minus 2. So from this, you will get an equation x and y. Now, 6 years later, so you have to use only this. Only these ages. 6 years later, he will be. He will be meaning? He means who? Salim. Salim will be. Salim is y plus 6. Sorry. Oh my God. Okay, so Salim will be. Salim is this one. This is Salim. Salim will be. Salim is y plus 6. Salim will be equal to. Will be 4 years older. See, that should come here. 4 years older than twice her age. Twice her age. See, always, whenever you have 4 years older, whatever comes after than should be written first. Remember like that. Whatever comes after than, more than, less than, whatever comes after. See, when you have to subtract 5 from 1, how do you write this? From, whatever comes after from, you'll write it first, no? So it's 1 minus 5. Okay, whatever is after from, you write that first. So 1 minus 5. In the same way, whatever is after more than, less than, older than, younger than, whatever is after the than, whatever follows than, write that one first. Okay, so what comes after than? Twice her age, write that first. What comes after than? Twice her age, write that one first. 2 times x plus 6. Then you put this 4 years older than, so plus 4. If it was 4 years younger than, then minus 4. Whatever comes after that, write that first, and then you add or subtract whatever is given. Is that fine? So these are the two equations. You'll have to solve these two equations to find the values of x and y. Now, how many of you constructed the equations correctly? Okay, no problem. Yeah, okay. Okay, yes. First, correct. Second, where did you go wrong? Now, one minute. I just want to say one more thing. Now, you will say, supposing you have put 4 plus 2 into x plus 6. You will say, yeah, I got it right. No, this is wrong. I'll tell you why. Because if it is 4 years less than, no, then you'll be wrong. Because addition is commutative. It's okay if you put 4 plus or plus 4. It wouldn't make a difference. But if it was younger, minus 4, and you wrote 4 minus, then your equation is wrong. So never get into a wrong practice, because that will help you sometimes, that will not help you some other times. So whatever comes after than, write that first. Okay. Okay. Did you write plus 4 after or before? Yeah. So please correct that. Okay. Okay. You plus 4 after. Bhavishya, correct. Online children, Swati, you got it right, is it? I think you said yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else? Yeah, please solve the two equations. I presented the answer. Please solve the two equations and find. You don't have to see the answer and work. I presented the answer for the sake of the children who have not framed the equations correctly. So once you have the equations, you can solve it by yourself and then check your answer with what you see on the screen. Yeah, Hasif, your equations are correct. Done, children? Yeah. Got it? Okay. Next question. Yeah. Question number 4. Construct the equations. Online children, ready with the equations for the fourth question, 4A? Okay. Yeah, anyone here wants to share your equations? Okay, looks like nobody's sure about the equations, so we'll see them together. A man covers. Okay, you've read the question. Now, you were asked to take the speed as x and time as y, meaning take speed as x kilometers per hour and time as y hours. Okay, and now we know that speed, when speed is x and time is y, what is the distance? Distance is speed into time. So xy, correct? Okay. So speed is x kilometers per hour, and time is y hours. So distance is equal to, don't write this, I'll show you the answer. So distance is speed into time, which is x into y, xy kilometers. All right? Okay. A man walks a certain distance with a certain speed, some distance with a specific speed. If he walks half kilometer an hour faster, that's the speed. See, whenever you're given distance with respect to time, it is speed. Whenever you're given distance with respect to time, it's speed. See, half a kilometer per hour. You're given distance with respect to speed. Then, you're given distance with respect to time, which is speed. So half kilometer per hour is the speed there. So that means if he increases his speed by half kilometer per hour, he takes 1 hour less. Yeah, if you increase your speed, you take less time, right? You increase your speed, you will take less time. So if he increases his speed by half a kilometer per hour, he takes 1 hour less to cover the same distance. To cover the same distance, the distance will not change. When you increase your speed, the time taken reduces, but the distance covered is the same, right? Okay, so the first equation. What's the speed? Speed is actually x, but is increasing, right, by half a kilometer per hour. So this is the new speed. Into what's the new time taken? Y minus 1 is equal to the distance covered, xy. How are we constructing the equation? Using the formula speed into time is equal to distance. We use this formula speed into time is equal to distance to construct the equation. So for speed, you should write the new speed. New speed into new time is not new distance, it's the same distance. See, the distance between your house and school is fixed. If you cycle very fast, you will reach early. If you cycle slowly, you will take a longer time. But that doesn't mean that the distance between your home and school keeps increasing and decreasing. That is fixed. You increase your speed, you will take less time. If you cycle slowly, you will take a longer time, but the distance is fixed. In the same way here, see, a man walks a certain distance. Distance is fixed, xy kilometers. Speed and time are inversely proportional. More speed, less time, less speed, more time. Yeah. So how do we construct the equation? Using the formula, speed into time is equal to distance. Distance is the same. New speed into new time taken is equal to that original distance. So what's the new speed? Original speed x plus half into what's the new time taken? Original time taken y minus 1. Because 1 hour less is equal to distance, same xy. This is the first equation. Second equation, if he walks 1 kilometer, an hour. If he walks 1 kilometer an hour slower, an hour, so again, it's given, distance is given with respect to time. Distance is given with respect to time. 1 kilometer an hour, that means 1 kilometer per hour. Slower. He takes 3 hours, 3 more hours. So same formula, new speed into new time is equal to distance. What's the new speed? X. X is the original speed. Tell me. X minus 1, correct, into y, y plus 3 is equal to xy. Yeah, solve these two equations and find the values of x and y. Let me just tell you how the first equation is, further worked. Please listen. So after this, you'll have to multiply the terms in the two brackets, right? So how do you multiply? First term, x. First term, x, multiplied by the second bracket, y minus 1. Second term, plus half, multiplied by the second bracket, y minus 1, is equal to xy, correct? First term into second bracket, second term into second bracket. That's how we multiply. Then x into y is xy, x into minus 1 is minus x, half into y is plus half y, and this into this plus half into minus 1 is minus half. So that's what you see here, is equal to xy, is equal to xy. Then what happens? Xy on either sides gets cancelled. Xy and xy on either sides, they get cancelled. Then you take the LCM, 2 is the common denominator, take the LCM, cross multiply, and this is the first equation. All right, please work. So xy is gone, xy on either side will get cancelled. So you get a linear equation in x and y. You get a proper linear equation in x and y. Completed. So how do we construct the equations in this situation? The formula is new speed into new time is equal to distance. Let the original speed be x, original time taken be y. So we construct the equations using the formula new speed into new time is equal to the original distance. And here xy, you get xy on the left hand side, xy on the right hand side also, and they get cancelled. So you will get a linear equation. In both the cases, you will get a linear equation x and y. You can easily solve it and find the values of x and y, right? Yeah, the last one. 4b. Comment on the nature of the lines given by the system of equations. So these are the first two equations. This is one question. This is the second one, two equations in the second subdivision. So Pratish, what are you actually working? How are you going about this answer? The second one. No, not needed. We're just spending time there. Not needed. Okay, fine. After LCM, what? Okay, fine. You take the LCM. And then what? Are you going to solve the two equations? You will solve the two equations. Okay, fine. Bhavishya. So you're finding A1 by A2. Are you writing A1 by A2? Have you written A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2? Then what have you written? Very good. Correct. Right. That's what we're supposed to do. We have to find, okay, so we have to find A1 by A2, B1 by B2, and C1 by C2. Check the ratios, and then depending on how they look, you will say if they have a unique solution. You'll have to comment on the nature of the lines. So based on the ratios, you will say if the lines are parallel, intersecting, or coincident. So now all of you find A1 by A2. You don't have to take the LCM. See, I'll just show A1 by A2. What is A1? 9 divided by what is A2? 3 by 2. Yeah, so 9 into 2 by 3. 3 ones are 3 threes are. So A1 by A2 is 6. See, you don't have to take the LCM and spend time there. You can directly find A1 by A2 like this. Okay, so similarly, what is B1? Minus 10. Yes or no, Pritish? Yeah, divided by what's B2? Minus 5y by 3. Minus 5 by 3. So minus 10 into minus 3 by 5. 5 ones are 5 twos are 3 twos are 6 and plus 6. Why are you looking confused? Find A1 by A2. Now I've told you how to do it. Found all of you? So for the first one, what are the values? A1 by A2 is 6. B1 by B2 is 6 and C1 by C2 is 4 by 7. So what do you observe? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but it's not equal to C1 by C2. So yeah, so this situation represents parallel lines. So comment on the nature of the lines. The lines are parallel. Just present the first one. Oh, both of them are on the same slide. Okay, go ahead. Complete the next one. Finish the next one also. Okay. Same thing. You should find A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2, and then, like looking at the ratios, you need to comment about the nature of the lines. So what's the answer for the second one? Intersecting lines. So that means A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Okay. Yeah, please check your steps, children. You don't have to take LCM. You don't have to do that. You can take the equations as they are given. You don't have to take the LCM and spend time. So A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Then A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. In the first case, it's 6 everywhere. So A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Therefore, the system of equations represent coincident lines. The first one. No, somebody said parallel. No, for the first one, 4 by 7, you said. How? I have 7 ones are 7 threes are 6 I have, no? Sorry? Oh, it's 21. I've made a print, meaning while typing, I've made a mistake. Sorry. Sorry, sir. This is 21. Anyways, all of you know those who've done it right know the procedure. It's 21 children. I'm sorry about that. This is 21. While typing, I've gone wrong. It's 21. I'm sorry. So then it is 6 everywhere. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. So coincident lines. The second one, A1, B1, C1. Write out A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Find A1 by A2, B1 by B2. You don't see, I didn't find C1 by C2 because A1 by A2 is 4 by 3, B1 by B2 is minus 3 by 4. Not equal. Then why find C1 by C2? Because A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. That's it. We got the answer. The equations represent intersecting lines. There's no need to find C1 by C2 because A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, then you need to go ahead and find C1 by C2 because you need to check if it is equal or not equal. Your A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So that means the situation represents intersecting lines. So correct the first equation. 21 it is, not 2. 21. Okay, or if you want to leave it like that, okay, if you feel, okay, for 2, I've got that answer, fine. If you want, you can correct it. It's 21. If you take this 21 coincident lines, if you take this 2 by mistake, it's 2 here. If you take this 2, then parallel lines. Write down, children. Steps are very important. See how it's presented. You should write out the values of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Then you must find A1 by A2, B1 by B2, and if needed, C1 by C2. Then look at the ratios and then comment. Yes, it's good. Yeah, please. Okay, done. Online children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Done, ma'am.
very good. Yeah. Yes, Pritish, take down the question, start working. You're reading the question. I'm sorry. Sorry, darling. You didn't understand which one? The question. Oh, okay. So now do these sums better. You okay? It's cold, huh? I'll tell you one thing. Rent bench பின்னாடி உட்காந்துக்கோங்க ஒன்றும் இல்லை தெரியும் போர்டு எப்படின்னு தெரியதான் போகுது. You will feel warm there. Just see if you're comfortable there. It will be warm there. Yeah. Online children, use emoji, raise your hand. Asif, Swati, Niveda, Krishna Priyan, Blessy, and Srivatsan. Very good. Yeah, thank you, children. Please continue working. Yeah. What are the ages of A and B? Swati, Blessy, Srivatsan, Krishna Priyan, Asif, Niveda. I want the answer for the first one.
Working, ma'am.
Okay.
Working.
Okay. You constructed the equations? Okay, you're working on the equations still. All right. No, it doesn't take this long, children. These two people will be born and they'll become 15 years by now. You're taking ages to work this. Okay, fine. So, A age, X years, B sage Y years. What's the ratio of the ages? 9/4. Ratio of the ages is 9/4. Correct? Okay. What will be A's age after 7 years? X plus 7. What will be B's age after 7 years? Y plus 7. What is that new ratio? 5/3. That's all. These are the two equations. Cross multiply. 4x is equal to 9y. 4x is equal to 9y, or 4x minus 9y is equal to 0. Cross multiply, you will get another equation in x and y. Solve and find values of x and y. That's it. Yeah. Please work. Completed. Then when I asked you if you got it, you didn't say anything. That's what I was asking. I was asking only the online children for the answers. Is it? Okay, so you got the equations? Both of you got the right answer also. Very good. Others, please complete. Done? Shakti, finished? Okay, next one. Avalika, completed? Okay. Try the second one. Yes, Keshav. What's the first equation for the second one? Second question, first equation. X minus 24. Okay, see, the sum of two numbers is 24. Huh? Okay, no, you said something else, no? Let one number be X and the other number be? Okay, see. So this is, a difficulty when you have to frame equations with one variable. See, you are not using two variables. You first started with one variable, is it? Okay, so see here, I'll talk only about this one. One number plus other number is equal to the sum, right? See, I'm trying to explain when you have a difficulty as to is it 24 minus x or 24 plus x, or is it x minus 24 or x plus 24? You write it in words like this. One number plus other number is equal to sum, right? What if you taken one number as x plus other number is equal to what's the sum? 24. So what is the other number then? Yeah, what did you say? You said x minus 24. Yeah. You cannot, so when you write the equation in words, you cannot go wrong. But I'm saying you take two variables x and y. You take two, let the two numbers be x and y. So x plus y is equal to 24. And then what will be the sum of their reciprocals? How do you write that? Yeah, simple. But when you use one variable, you said x minus 24. That's wrong. So you write, so if you have the difficulty, write the equation in words like this. And then you substitute one number is x plus, you don't know the other number, is equal to the sum 24. So the other number is 24 minus x. Okay. Okay, did you solve the two equations? Now finally you have used two variables or only one variable? Okay, finish it then. Okay, fine, yeah. Finished? Yeah, what are the two numbers? Can you hear yourself? 5 means it is? Ah, okay. Okay. The numbers are 15 and 9. Okay. Okay, the equations are quite simple for this one. Let the two numbers be x and y. X plus y is equal to 24. Reciprocal of x is 1 by x. Reciprocal of y is 1 by y. The sum of the reciprocals is 8 by 45. So these are the two equations. So I have two methods for you. If you've done it like this, this is the first one. Yeah, see. Yeah, so here I've used a substitution method. I think I'll show you both the presentations. You can help yourself. You can also work it like this. It's on the next slide. I'll show you that. Go through this first. Okay. So after taking the common denominator xy, so you get y plus x is equal to 8 by 45. But what's the value of y plus x? Y plus x is 24. Y plus x is 24. So 24 by xy is equal to 8 by 45. And when you cross, so it's 8 ones are 8 threes are. So xy is equal to 135. Cross multiply and you get xy is equal to 135. So y is equal to 135 by x, or x is equal to 135 by y. So it is from the C equation. From the C equation, you have got this one, right? You work the C equation. You work the C equation and you have got y is equal to 135 by x. So substitute this result in the first equation. Substitute this result in the first equation. X plus y is equal to 24. Y is 135 by x. So when you do that, you get a quadratic equation, split the middle term and find the values of x, the two values of x. So what is y? 135 by x. So when x is 15, y is 135 by 15, which is 9. When x is 9, y is 135 by 9, which is 15. So the two numbers are 9 and 15. The answer ends here. The other method is continued. This answer ends here. Yeah. Okay. This equation, when you take the common denominator, x plus y is 24. You can substitute that. And then you can simplify here. So on cross multiplying, you get xy is equal to 135. So y is 135 by x, or x is 135 by y. Now this result you have got from the C equation. Working the C equation, you have got this result. So substitute this in the first equation. Substitute this in the first equation. So substitute here. And you get a quadratic equation next. So you get these two values for x. And for these two values of x, find the corresponding y values using this one. So the two numbers are 9 and 15. 15 and 9 or 9 and 15. Okay. Okay. So here, what have I done? Okay. So I'm here in this method, I've substituted the other way. Like this is the first equation, right? X plus y is equal to 24. So I've written y is equal to 24 minus x. I've substituted this in the second equation. One by x plus one by y is equal to 8 by 45. When you work this, you get xy is equal to 135, right? You get xy is equal to 135. So here, instead of y, I've substituted 24 minus x from the first equation. Yeah. The answer is no. Can you compute anything? What is the 45 She's going to the because she's not, she had to separate it in the room, but I can't see. She don't want to try to nice from the voice. And I'm hoping we can do this. Why not you? No, it's okay. Sincerity is important. In the product, in the sincere, discipline, you cannot be successful in it. Disadvantage, really disadvantage. We don't really disadvantage. I'm really shocked to see your work. I was expecting something else from you. Really disadvantage. No, I'm sorry. You are okay. Not good. I question for me. It was not me. Answers complete answer present very complete time what you like? Boys, you don't need to improve your handwriting also. Your book is very bad. Immediately we are there. Okay, particularly. You know, and yeah. What are the values of X and Y? Third one. Online students. Answer for question number 3. Sure, anybody? No? Finished or no? No, okay. All right. So 2 to the power x plus 1. You need to write the earlier step. So when do you have this result 2 to the power x plus 1? The earlier step should have been 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 1, right? Now 3 to the power y plus 1. The earlier step, 3 to the power y into 3 to the power 1. Bases are same multiplication, we add the powers. See, what will you do when you have 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 1? Bases are same and it's multiplication, so you'll add the powers. Now, when you have 2 to the power x plus 1, you must split and write it as 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 1. See, like 2 to the power 7, you can write it as 2 to the power 5 into 2 to the power 2, for example. Or if you have 2 to the power 7, you can write it as 2 to the power 4 into 2 to the power 3, right? Because based on same multiplication, we add the powers and we get this result 2 to the power 7. In the same way, when you have 2 to the power x plus 1, you can write this as 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 1. Bases are same. It's multiplication. So we add the powers. So this result is 2 to the power x plus 1. Similarly, 3 to the power y plus 1. The earlier step will be 3 to the power y into 3 to the power 1. Similarly, 3 to the power y minus 1 can be written as 3 to the power y into 3 to the power minus 1. Okay. So 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 1 plus 3 to the power y into 3 to the power 1 is equal to 59. 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 2 minus 3 to the power y into 3 to the power minus 1 is equal to 69. So can you see 2 to the power x, 3 to the power y, 2 to the power x, 3 to the power y. So we'll call this A, we'll call this B, we'll call this A, we'll call this B. We'll call 2 to the power x as A and 2 to the power, and 3 to the power y as B. What happened? Sixty-one. 61. So can you see 2 to the power x and 3 to the power y? So we'll take 2 to the power x as A and 3 to the power y as B. And we'll rewrite the equations. So it will be A into 2, 2A, correct? Because 2 to the power x is A, right? 2 to the power x, the whole thing is A. So A into 2 is 2A plus, what is 3 to the power y? B. So it is 3 into B, 3B is equal to 59. And here 2 to the power x is A. 2 squared is 4, so 4A. Minus, what is 3 to the power minus 1? 1 by 3. 1 by 3. 1 by 3 into B. 1 by 3B. Or B by 3 is equal to 61. So these are the two equations in A and B. You'll have to solve the two equations, find the values of A and B, and then using the values of A and B, you should find the values of X and Y. Yeah, work. Please work. Please use the slide and write down everything from the slide. Please write everything from the slide. I am presenting it for you to write down. Completed? Yeah. So which method is used here to find the values of x and y? Elimination method? Substitution method. Substitution method. Very good. Substitution method. Okay. So I have used the substitution method. You can also use the elimination method. I have here worked it using the substitution method. So I repeat, 2 to the power x plus 1, 2 raised to the power x plus 1 can be written as 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 1. Similarly, this one, 3 to the power y into 3 to the power 1. And here, 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 2, 3 to the power y into 3 to the power minus 1. Let 2 to the power x be a, 3 to the power y be b. Now rewrite the equations using a and b. So you can see here I've written more, made it more clear here. So 2 into 2 to the power x, 3 into 3 to the power y. See here, 2 to the power 1 is 2 into 2 to the power x, 3 into 3 to the power y is 59. And here 2 squared is 4 into 2 to the power x, 3 to the power minus 1 is 1 by 3 into 3 to the power y is 61. So now this becomes 2a plus 3b is equal to 59. 4a minus 1 by 3b is equal to 61. So this equation, take the common denominator, cross multiply, and this is what we get. You can write the first equation and the second equation one below the other and use the elimination method. I have used a substitution method. So minus b is equal to 183 minus 12a. And if you want to write b, minus b is this one. So if you want to write b, change the signs throughout. Minus b becomes plus b, plus 183 becomes minus 183, minus 12a plus 12a. Changing the signs throughout. See, this is minus b. This is minus b, but you want to write b is equal to some expression. So change the signs throughout. Minus b plus b. Plus 183 minus 183 minus 12a plus 12a. So we have b is equal to 12a minus 183. So substitute this one in the first equation, in this equation. In place of b, use 12a minus 183. In the first equation, in place of b. See, from which equation did you get b is equal to 12a minus 183? From this equation. So don't put this in this equation. You have got b is equal to 12a minus 183 from this equation, from this one. This one only you worked, you got this and you got this. So don't substitute this in the same equation from which you got it. Substitute this one in the other equation, this one, this equation. This one you have got by working this. Don't put it here. Put this one in the other equation, the first equation. In place of b, use 12a minus 183. 3b, no? 3b. So 3 into, instead of b, 12a minus 183. So now this equation has only one variable a. Has only one variable a. So solve and find the value of a. A is 16. And now when you substitute, when you put a 16 here, 12 into 16 is 192. 192 minus 183, b is 9. Substitute a 16, right? So all you find b. B is equal to 12a minus 183. So b is equal to 12 into 16 minus 183. So b is 9. Now we found the values of a and b, but you'll have to find the values of x and y. So a is 16, but who's a? Who's a? A is 2 to the power x. A is 16. That means 2 to the power x is 16. And 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4. Using the laws of exponents, using this law of exponent, which says bases are same on either sides, equate the powers. When bases are same on either sides, equate the powers. So x is equal to 4. Similarly here, 9 is 3 squared. B is 3 to the power y. Bases are same on either side, so equate the powers. Y is equal to 2. You must write 16 in base 2, 2 to the power 4. You must write 9 in base 3, 3 squared. because here you have 3 to the power y, so this is 3 squared. Here you have 2 to the power x, so 2 to the power 4. Supposing it was 4 to the power x, then you must write this as 4 squared. So x is equal to 2. Sometimes you will get, say like, okay, I'm just saying, like, for example, you have 4 to the power x here and you have 32 here. Then write 4 also as 2 squared, the whole power x is equal to 2 to the power 5. Just saying, for example, if it was 4 to the power x is equal to 32, you cannot write 32 in base 4. You cannot write 32 in base 4. So what you do, you write 4 as 2 squared. The whole power x is equal to 32 is 2 to the power 5. So it will be what? 2 to the power 2x is equal to 2 to the power 5. So 2x is equal to 5. X is equal to 5 by 2. Okay. Yeah. Find K if the system of equations are dependent. Pratish, so dependent equations are consistent or inconsistent? Dependent equations are consistent or inconsistent? Consistent. Very good. Consistent is right. Okay. Why do you say they are consistent? What are consistent equations? Consistent equations are equations that
Pass in solution.
yeah. Consistent equations are equations that have at least one solution. So it can have one solution or more than one solution. That is infinitely many solutions. Consistent equations are equations that have at least, use the word at least one solution. So, yeah. So when a system of equations have one solution, they're consistent because they have one solution. When a system of equations have infinitely many solutions, they're consistent because they have many solutions. They have at least one solution. So when the system of equations have at least one solution, they're said to be consistent. If they do not have any solution, then inconsistent. So now dependent equations are what? Do they have many solutions or one solution? Dependent equations have one or many solutions. Dependent equations are consistent. That is correct. Now in consistent, we have one solution, many solution. Yeah, dependent equations have many solutions. Many solutions. So what is the condition for dependent equations? Correct. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Yeah, please work. Finished? Oh. So what's the value of K? 6. Plus or minus 6? Oh, then I think you worked only one. How many cases you worked? 2. Okay. Yeah, online children, what's the value of K?
6, ma'am.
6. Correct. 6 is the correct answer. So it's Kx. So A1 is K. It's 3y. So B1 is 3. And you can see this is the constant. Minus of K minus 3 is a constant. Second equation, A2 is 12, B2 is K, and the constant C2 is minus K. Dependent equations, this is the condition. Substitute. You can equate this and this, this and this, and also this and this. It's enough if you work any two cases. I have worked all the three. It's enough if you work any two cases. This is case 1, equating these two. Equating these two is case 2. Equating these two is case 3. That's what you see here in this answer in my presentation. So the common solution, supposing you work these two cases, here you get plus or minus 6, but here you're getting 0 and 6. So what's the common solution? 6. So the value of case 6. Work any two cases and take the common solution. Supposing you work this one and this one, here plus or minus 6, but here 0 and 6. So the common solution is 6. And here you should not cancel K and K. Listen to this. You should not cancel K and K. When you cancel K and K, what happens? You'll get only one value for K. K is equal to 6. See, you're solving to find K. So you should not cancel K. That's the rule. If you're solving for X, you should not cancel X. Now here you're solving to find K. So you should not cancel K like this. So I've cross multiplied. I got this equation. K is common. Then in the bracket, K minus 6 is equal to 0. So K is equal to 0 or K minus 6 is equal to 0. That means K is equal to 6. K minus 6 is equal to 0. K is equal to 0. That is one solution. When the product is equal to 0, what do? Like if you have x minus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0, the product is 0. So x minus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to 2. X plus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3. The same way here, K is, the product is 0. The product is 0. So that means K is equal to 0 or K minus 6 is equal to 0, which means K is equal to 6. Please work. I'm giving you time for you to work. Please work. Completed with all the steps? No, that's any two is enough. Yeah. Finished? Shakti? Oh, you worked case 3 also, is it? Worked. Okay. You worked only case 1. Now you worked on other case. You worked all the 3. Okay. What about you? Okay. You completed? Okay. Graphs you don't have, right? Graph making. No, the questions are, meaning I thought I can, if there's anything for less than 2 minutes, we can take it up. All right. Sorry, sir. 1 second. We'll just only discuss this. Look at the third one. Tell me the equation for the third one. A man sold a chair and a table together for rupees 760, thereby making a profit of 25% on the chair and 10% on the table. By selling them for rupees 767.50, he would have made a profit of 10% on the chair and 25% on the table. Find the CP of each. Less than 5 minutes. We'll finish it and wind up the session for today. So CP of chair, X. CP of table, Y. What's the profit percentage in the first case? Case 1. What's the profit? Chair, 25% profit. Then table, 10% profit. What is 760? Is it the profit margin or is it the selling prices together? Selling price, because a man sold, that word sold, a man sold. He sold a chair and a table for 760 rupees. That means it's the total selling price. A man sold a table and a chair for 760. So that is the total selling price of the chair and table. So SP of chair plus SP of table is equal to 760. Then, yeah. So what's the SP of the chair? What's the profit on the chair? 25%. Okay, 25%. So how do you find the selling price? Selling price is cost price plus profit. CP plus profit. What's the CP? X. And how do you find the profit? Profit is always that percentage of the CP. 25% of X. This is the profit. Profit is always that percentage of the CP. Both profit and loss are calculated on the cost price. So this is the CP. X is the CP of the chair plus the profit. What is profit? 25% of the CP. So 25% of X. This is the selling price for the chair, CP plus profit, plus table. Y is the cost price plus the profit, 10%. 10% of Y, this is the profit, is equal to 760. So X plus 25% means 25 by 100. So 25X by 100. Okay. So you can cancel if you want. So it'll be X plus X by 4. X plus X by 4. So it'll become 5X by 4. Then plus Y plus 10% of Y. So 10 by 100 Y. So again, you can cancel if you want. If you want the denominator to be 100, you can have it as 100. Common denominator 100, or you can cancel whatever. So this will be 11Y plus, on taking the LCM, you'll get 11Y by 10 is equal to 760. Similarly, you'll have to frame the second equation and solve for X and Y. So sold meaning selling price. 760 rupees is the total selling price of the chair and table. So how do you construct the equation in words? Selling price of the chair plus the selling price of the table is equal to the total selling price. So how do you find selling price? How do you express selling price? Cost price plus profit. Okay, so here it's a profit everywhere. So we'll talk about loss in next class. So cost price plus profit. Cost price is X or Y. And how do you find the profit? That percentage of X or Y. So 25% of X is the profit on chair and 10% of Y is the profit on table. 25% means 25 by 100 off is into X. Then you know how to simplify. We'll work this in the next class. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night. Online children, you may leave the call. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.